Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hashtag no music, no intro. We are full steam ahead. Another episode, audio and video episode of the Saints Block Party podcast. I just wanted to just a little preview. Just a little preview.
Man, I'm still rocking a throwback. You heard me?
The Owen.
Man.
Generation 1. I'm still finalizing everything for our merchandise. I don't want to put it out yet because we're just waiting on one final design to be finalized. And I showed Ryan the final design this morning, and the shelf's fucking kit. So
you and these goddamn tank tops, bro. Did you see what I posted in Discord last week? So people don't know, the Adam usually runs the IG, the Saints Block Party IG, and he puts stuff on the story, but it's linked to my Facebook, personal Facebook. So the stuff pops on my personal page. And Adam had a story on, he got the tank top on, and for some reason, the camera was focused in on his chest. Nothing but chest hair. And Bree was like, why is Adam's chest hair on your story? I'm like, Bree, just don't worry about it, bro. Just like
so it. One that it tells me that we probably should create a completely separate Facebook account.
I think I'll link it.
Okay. Quick funny story about that. I had to get I don't know, something done on my heart. I was an EKG, and they had to shave my chest hair. And Jay doesn't. Jay's Persian comes out here and there. This is the first time she was so upset. She was like, "Oh, they had to get rid of it though. Like you had to be shy." I was like, "I be control of it. That had to be what it was." Anyhow, sidestep. Before we even dive into training camp, before we dive into what we want to talk about this evening, I want to make the announcement. I announced it, I think, in our Discord. I don't know if we put it out on social media or not or anything yet. But in our Discord, I said a couple of days ago that 2 people who are going to be at the meetup for the Bears game will be able to, we're going to raffle them off. So these people are already RSVP'd for the meetup. They're coming to the party, they're coming to the game. We're going to probably be about 30 deep, and 2 people from that group will be able to go onto the field, roll out the Saints flag pregame before the game against the Bears, be on the field.
That's an experience. Come on now.
Yeah, it is. The only thing that sucks about it is you have to get to the stadium almost literally 4 hours before fucking game time, bro.
But you VIP though.
That's true,
baby.
That's true. But that is not the only thing I wanted to announce. Shout out to our dude Jordan. I have known Jordan, I've known Jordan probably just on an online sense. It has to be 15 plus years. I have known Jordan that long. We've gotten together when I've been in New Orleans. He was at the same bar in London that was hosting the Saints fans in London for the London game last season. Jordan has offered the Saints Block Party podcast an opportunity to send a listener to every Saints home game the ability to unfurl the flag, bro.
What? Wow. Come on, man.
I mean, I feel like I'm not trying to be I'm a snake oil salesman, bro. But I don't know what other podcasts for any sports team you gonna be able to get what you getting with us. I don't know, bro.
Come on now.
I don't know.
Come on.
He hit me up, and I said, listen, like he offered for the Falcons game, right? And I said, appreciate it. Then he was like, honestly, like the podcast could have him for all the home games, like for real. And I was like, man, like no, we're not greedy, like. We're grateful that it's just a Falcons game. Jordan's like, man, I ain't going to the game 4 hours early for that, shit, bro. Like, if I don't, if I don't take advantage of it, someone else should. And so he offered that to us. So appreciation, much love to Jordan. I wasn't going to put this on the video because, like, if you probably won't be able to see it, it's blurry. But like, this is a laminated menu for the brunch, bro.
I'm hating for real. I ain't gonna be there, so I'm hating.
And sorry, the ring light that got the glare in it. The menu came to me. Got the finalized menu today. It was just a Word document, man. I felt just so proud of it. Like this is gonna be hanging somewhere, in the office setup of like our first formal big ass fancy event. I'm gonna hang it somewhere, bro. Like we doing shit, bro.
I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous as hell, man. That is
you
beautiful.
might be, but that when I tell you how much that bill is, you're gonna be like, dude. And I wanted to say this at the brunch, but I'm gonna say it now, and I'll probably still say it at the brunch when I'm making a toast and everything. Is that our goal, by that hopefully next year, if we're hosting and doing, a West Coast brunch or a brunch somewhere that's a little elevated, little tad bougie, I want to be able to, as a business, as a podcast, we are able to take care of the bill, and our people who come don't have to worry about anything. I want to get there. It might not be next year. It might be 2 years from now, but that's the goal. And I know that if we continue to build this, we'll get there. If you haven't checked out the Saints Block Party website.com, go check it out. Now we got to talk about the Saints, bro.
Let's talk about them, baby. It is. You know how we talk about on paper, hashtag on paper? This is where the paper start coming reality, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Get a little crinkly, bro.
Yeah.
Trevor Penning. And I'm going to preface it by saying, so he wasn't up. So it all goes back to the conversation we talked about training camp tweets, bro. Joe Burrow today, just abolish him. Well, maybe that's probably not the. Anyway, let's get rid of training camp tweets, right? Let's get rid of them because day one training camp, you tweeted, man, just the fact that Trevor Penning was out there and like it was huge, bro. Like it was huge. Let's fast forward to today, and he wasn't there. Got a little foot injury that doesn't sound like it had anything to do with his previous foot injury.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's like, okay. And this been, if you read, you read John Hendricks's training camp reviews. Our dude Di in Wales pointed this out, that at one point the starting an offensive line, it's just training camp, they working through things, but sometimes training camp can be pretty indicative, right? But not all the time. But at one point, day one in training camp, it was Penning, James Hurst at guard, Eric McCoy, Ruiz, and Ramczyk.
Yes, sir.
There wasn't no Andres Pete in there, bro. And so then, right? So then, maybe it's something small, maybe it was nothing, but you could potentially have seen a situation if everything played out the way the team wanted it to. And again, this is day 2, so we're not saying that this is a conclusion or anything, but that maybe they felt that they didn't want Andres Pete to be a starting left guard anymore. Maybe they wanted him to potentially be a backup role. Maybe they feel like, he's still a quote-unquote quality starter. We could maybe flip him for something and get some whatever, right? That was all big. He can play every position, bro. Left tackle, he can play right guard, left guard, put him whatever. He's versatile. that all hinges on Trevor Penning being healthy. I think as a Saints fan, and we're going to do this from time to time. This is just going to be part one of our conversation about Trevor Penning. We're going to have a part two part of our conversation about Trevor Penning just for Patreons. So if you want to hear the rest, you have to be a Patreon and hear the rest. Is going to be audio and videos exclusively just for Patreons. But at what point should we as Saints fans start to worry long-term about Trevor Penning? Are we there yet? Are you there yet? I know what my answer is, but I'm going to let you answer.
Me personally, I mean, I'm skeptical. Mm-hmm. I'm skeptical. I'm not worried yet. Because, look, you have to have a long time frame with players. He may not work out immediately. It may be one of those players that takes a while to for him to get into the flow of things, but it's just the same thing keep coming up, man. I just worry about his body and, like, is his body able to handle, it's kind of similar to the person he replaced, Teron Olmstead. Bro, Teron Olmstead on PUP again for the Dolphins, bro.
Oh, is he really, bro?
Yeah, man. He hurt something. It had nothing to do with football. He hurt something, had to get emergency surgery. It's like, Teron Olmstead was like a ridiculous athlete.
Ridiculous.
He was a ridiculous athlete, and it's like sometimes the body can't handle their athleticism, if that makes sense.
They can't handle their athleticism and can't handle the weight that their body it's not exerts. Normal. It's not.
So I don't know. I'm not saying that's what Penning is, but it's just that's what has me worried. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see, bro. But it's just not good. It's not good.
It's not.
He might be playing tomorrow. He might be right back on the field tomorrow. He might not be. They said day to day. That just never sounds good to me. Day to day. That day to day to me means we don't know. That's all.
I'm going to ask you this: was knowing that he came off Liz Frank, blah blah blah, what he dealt with, was it a little? Are we just getting a little glimpse of maybe some of the things that plagued DA last year as head coach, when maybe and potentially Trevor Penning was ready to go, but it kind of would make more sense. He's coming off of Liz Frank. Maybe him being out there day one was fine, but did he? You know what I'm saying? Are we seeing
this on a pitch count or something like that?
Or maybe it's early, bro. It's day one of training camp. Is it more of a short-sighted decision as opposed to the long-term decision?
Right. I don't know.
But it's one of those things too. But he's so raw that he needs the snaps. He needs every rep.
Exactly. So you kind of battling that, and it's one of those things where I'm sure he's chomping at the bit. Like Trevor Penning himself, it's like, I'm good, man. Let's go. My foot feels good until you go, and then you really feel it. And I'm sure we talked about our medical staff. I'm sure the medical staff gave him the thumbs up.
Man, Trevor Penning, knock on wood, don't got cancer. He don't got a heart murmur.
See somebody else, man. Get another opinion. Just get another opinion, man. So it's just like I said, we've been saying all season, man. With this offensive line health, we won't know until we get to the season. And even then we might not know. But we won't know anything until we get there. It's going to be a journey. Players are going to be in and out. It is fascinating what they're doing with Pete. I do think I think they want to trade Pete. I don't know if I want to say want to trade, but they want to make an environment to where if he is tradable, they can make that move. Hurst has been good enough.
We brought my dude, bro. I've been waiting to talk about hashtag put him in a Hurst all day, bro. I'm waiting to talk about him.
Hurst getting them snaps.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I got an analogy for Hurst that is just.
Go ahead, drop it.
I said this to a friend earlier, and they told me, shut the fuck up. You're wilding out. And then I asked, was my analogy apt though? And they said no response, which means that it was. I said James Hurst is the Saints offensive line's version of some reliable dick. Let me break that analogy down for you, right? Not everybody might not know what this means, but if you do, then you do. But if you don't, break it down for you. Sometimes if you single out and mingling, like you might meet someone, whatever your sexual orientation is, and you meet them and y'all get together and it's good, right? It's not like the sex ain't amazing and it's not bad. It's okay. Like at the end of the day, you're like, all right, pretty satisfied. Like it's cool. And from time to time, when you have a need, you can always send a text message to whoever and say, hey, you know what, girl, come on. And you know what, that person's always going to come over, and the expectation that you are going to be okay. Now, sometimes that person might come over and it'd be a little above average. Shit, James Hurst didn't allow single pressure all game. Sometimes that person come over, that's not what you think. It's like, oh shit, 5 seconds in, okay. Exactly. James Hurst getting beat, and our quarterback getting sacked all over the place. But all in all, James Hurst is just reliable for you, bro. Just reliable.
You know what you're
quality.
Gonna get.
You know what you're going to get.
And sometimes it's better than you think.
It is. Sometimes it's worse than you think. Sometimes it's better than you think. That is James Hurst in a nutshell, bro. Just reliable.
Hey, that's a great analogy, bro. Great analogy.
It is.
I'm gonna take it from the less degenerate area.
Oh, okay.
It's more all like I say McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You know what McDonald's is, bro.
Can we maybe go Chili's though?
Chili's good though, bro. Like Chili's that heat, man. I say McDonald's is like you driving down the street, you get off of work, you really don't feel like spending too much time trying to figure out nothing. Like, man, McDonald's right there. Let me go get a little, quarter pounder or 10-piece nugget or whatever. It ain't gonna be great, but it's what it's gonna taste like. Sometimes it's fresh, straight out the fryer, fries hitting.
You talking about fresh, bro? I thought you had put the analogy back to the.
Straight out the shower. But that's James Hurst, though, man. Like, just
it is, bro.
He is.
I'm gonna clip this and post and send it to James Hurst tomorrow, and I hope he sees it and has a wonderful day, bro. But
speaking of, like, does James Hurst ever sign a contract? I never see James Hurst sign.
He's
always
one of the sneakier things that I want to say Singular reported and very other people reported it. Like he sounded like a very sneaky extension.
He sure
at
did.
Some point, yeah. Right? And it wasn't announced. It wasn't anything, bro. But the only reason I knew it happened is that someone sent it to me, and they were like, "This is a sneaky thing that happened that could benefit the team long term."
Right.
I said all that to say about James Hurst is that let's fast forward before the draft last year, and my argument in terms of not drafting an offensive tackle back then was, I said and it was all about James Hurst. I was like, James Hurst as a left tackle is not so bad that you have to really force a left tackle pick in the first round, unless you got a person that fell to you that you absolutely just loved, right? They loved Charles Cross. He fell to the Seahawks, and the Seahawks was like, no, this is not happening. We're not trading him. So it's not to say that I don't feel like as a team they didn't love Trevor Penning, because I felt like they really did love him, really valued him as a prospect, and that's why he was the pick. But it all goes back to my point I was kind of making last offseason, that I just didn't feel the need of a left tackle needed to be addressed that early. conversely, if Trevor Penning was, Tyler Smith and had Tyler, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now because he'd be producing. And that's just what it is regards to injuries. And
straight up.
I'm going to bring up Jordan again, who made a great point in our Discord. He said, it's the most Saints thing ever they didn't invest money into bringing Teron Armstead back because of his numerous injuries. And then they drafted his replacement, who is cannot play because can't get healthy at all, bro.
Can't get on the field, man.
The absolute most Saints thing ever.
Again, it's frustrating. But like I said, he could be on the field tomorrow. So we just got to let it play out, and we'll see. But it just has me skeptical. And I was just like, man, I tweeted today, I'm like, man, he might just be a lemon. Sometimes you buy a car, it's brand new car, and it's just, you bring it to the shop every month. You know what I'm saying?
Not it.
And that might not be it, man. So we'll see. There's time still. And I don't think it's not, it was never that his absence would be a huge cause, but his addition would have been so much helpful. If he
perfectly
became a starter and a good player, it would have really elevated the offense.
Night
and day, man. So we'll see, man. We just got to let it play out. There's a lot of training camp snaps coming up.
A lot of them.
So we'll see.
Sounds like the heat's already getting to.
It's hot, bro. I ain't playing, bro.
Hot. Global warming kicking our ass, bro.
It is.
Own us.
I'm give me an electric car. Whatever we got to do, can we stop this right now? It's ridiculous.
Bro.
I grew up down south. I know the heat. This heat
ain't oppressive, bro.
This is different, bro. I walk out in the house in the morning, 7:30, and it's just hot wind. Hot wind. I'm like, what is going on? It's 7:30 in the morning.
It's Al Gore somewhere sitting. I told y'all.
I saw my documentary.
Trying to get away from, quote unquote sad, ungood Saints news. It was really good to see Keandre Miller healthy, working out. That clip of AK kind of working with them, putting them to the side, give him some pointers. Was really good to see. Jordan has nicknamed Keandre Miller the hater in chief, and that's his name. That's his nickname.
That's his name.
That's who he is. Just kind of that feeling that Derek Carr is the leader of the offense is, and I hate to say this, but I don't know at any point did we ever feel that way with Jameis. Even last season he's coming off the injury, so I don't know if we ever felt that about Jameis. Man, I know Darren Carr somewhere is yeah, that's right. No, y'all didn't about Jameis. But it just brings us a sense of the offense. In theory, the offense should be okay. There's a quarterback who is a veteran, who's experienced, who can lead the offense. You have Chris Olave, you have Rashid Shaheed, who sounds like he is progressing and becoming a complete wide receiver. And I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up Michael Thomas. He's a full go. He's the opposite of Trevor Penning. We're still kind of on pins and needles, hoping that something doesn't happen. But he's a full go, which is huge. Eric at Who Dat Homo put a picture in our Discord. I don't know who took it, so I can't give the credit to the person that took it. But Jimmy Graham was coming in motion pre-snap in the picture, and I'm like, what? Motion? So that said, it's been 2 days of training camp, yesterday and today. We record, as Ryan and I have said numerous times, we have careers, we have full-time jobs. If you are wanting every single day, a Saints training camp update from us, you're not your people. There's Ross Jackson, there's John Hendricks, there's Chris Rulu, follow Mike Triplett, Captain Terrell, whoever. So our updates and when we do our recaps may be like a day-ish or so behind in terms of like where it actually is, but I can probably safely say that there's not a podcast that's going to give it, a Saints podcast that's going to give it to you as real as Ryan and I are. I mean, I don't think that's even opinion. Like, that's just a fact. But all that said, day 1, day 2, some things from training camp, offense, defense, special teams, don't care what it is, that stood out to you.
I thought it was interesting. Yesterday, you had Marshawn Lattimore and Adebo. Today, you had Marshawn Lattimore and Alante on the outside playing perimeter. So that tells us that's going to be a rotation. They're going to continue throughout camp, which we expected. It's going to be interesting to see how that whole thing plays out, man. I'm so fascinated by it.
Fascinating.
I wanted to see Alante over there, but I wouldn't be mad if it's a Debo if he really win it. You know what I'm saying? Which he can.
I mean, if it's a Debo rookie season, like from like half, like he had some blemishes his rookie season, but for like all in all, man, he played very fucking well as a rookie cornerback.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So that's just a good battle. That's just a good straight up battle. I'm right. At this point, there's no pads.
Right.
I'm just looking at how dudes move. Like Keandre Miller, I saw him move, and I'm like, okay, his feet look nice and quick. I saw a couple clips of AK. Bro, come on, Pete Carmichael, I need you. I need you to utilize this dude, man, because he's looking just fresh as ever. Fresh as ever, bro.
I need it, bro. Yeah, yes, it will help in terms of wins and losses, but I'm selfish, man. I love our brand. I love what we're building. Like, I want us, like, in the Zoom, AK break a 40, 50-yarder. Like, I just need it, Ryan. I need it. Man. I need it. And he looks, like, ready for it. Like, athletes, as we all know, or most athletes are, like, psychopaths. If you don't think that AK hasn't heard or hasn't seen his decline, the team drafted a running back in the 3rd round, right? Like, that's pretty telling in and of itself. He knows that he needs to show that he's him, right? He wants to – it's kind of a little similar – let me make a little analogy for you. Remember the Christian McCaffrey AK debate? And for a while, like, it wasn't really a debate, right? It was AK easily earlier in AK's career.
Yeah, I remember.
And towards C-Mac's end in Carolina, it was kind of the same thing. Injuries, not healthy, blah, blah, blah. What happens? He goes San Francisco, gets with Kyle Shanahan, gets with the creative offensive play caller, was able to stay healthy, and C-Mac cooked, bro. I think if I'm not mistaken, we were at the Raiders game last year when I think the Niners were playing like the Seahawks or the Rams in C-Mac's first game, and like Kyle cooked up like a pass play that C-Mac threw. Like, Christian McCaffrey looked great that game and looked great the rest of the season.
I think we were like, man, we can't do that with AK.
That's why I brought it up, bro. That's why I brought it up.
And right? I fully believe that if AK would have been traded to San Francisco, he would have cooked. He would have cooked, if not as good as C-Mac. At least
might have been even scarier, bro. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I want. I just don't want to hear it. All this AK washed up and all that, and I get why people think that. But these are people that's just watching Red Zone or, they're watching a few clips or highlights. Y'all not seeing what's going really on. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on. And I look at the eye like we saw where you could see when Ezekiel Elliott was falling off. Like, you just see like, okay, this dude running in 10.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that no boo. You saw with Mark Ingram. We saw Mark Ingram. We kept talking about, like, man, this dude, he ain't looking right. I'm not seeing that with AK.
Nope.
Like, I'm not seeing the production that we want, but I'm also not seeing the reasons why his production. As far as him, as far as like his movement and all that stuff. So he's still passing the eye test for me. That's why I think he still has another season or two in him if put in the right position and the right, people around him and all that stuff.
I already did my little WWE, AEW promo to Pete earlier this week, bro. I don't want to do it no more. I'm leaving what it is. If knowing we put it out, I'm pretty.
I need somebody to tell me where you live at. North Shore, Uptown. I'm fine. Wait, does he shop at Whole Foods? I need to talk to Pete Carmichael. Yeah.
Pete shop at Whole Foods. Pete go to Kohl's.
Pete probably live in Booty, Louisiana or something.
Can we do some jokes at this player earlier this week? Just get a little Peyton Turner, a little buzz, bro, just a little. All we have said this whole recently this offseason, let me 6.5 sacks. Just give him 6 sacks. Today it's reported that he's he had some flashes.
2 days in a row.
Okay, he is in the base defense, right? Opposite of Cam Jordan. Now we need to see it. Like you brought it up. It was so funny because when I went to post our stuff to social media, I think it was on TikTok. You put what the hashtag is, and it kind of tells you like the amount of whatever the hashtag. Bro, Peyton Turner's hashtag on TikTok was like 250, bro. So just
probably his family members or something.
Peyton, bro, do this for yourself. Can you get to 1,000 on TikTok in terms of your hashtags, bro? Something. Do it for yourself, Peyton. But all jokes aside, it would be so completely unexpected, but also so welcome if he could be this year's Cesar Ruiz, right? Because their career trajectory, pretty mirror images.
Yeah,
for a bit.
Absolutely. Like, why not? And look, we're not asking you to be an all-pro this year.
We're not saying you got to go out there and be Von Miller, bro. We don't want you to be Von Miller.
Yeah, 7 sacks.
Can you be? Let me see if I can think of a name. Can you be Aquadim Muhammad?
Sit. Is that asking a lot? That's not asking a lot at all. You're a first-round pick. Let's say you wasn't even supposed to be. Let's say you're supposed to be a second-round pick. Give us.
I got another one for you, bro. Can you just be Derek Barnett?
That's it.
Derek Barnett got killed all draft season because that man had a gut. They said he was fat. He couldn't rush the passer. They was fat shaming this man. I remember it. I like Derek Barnett. You know what? He went to the Eagles and for mostly has shown flashes in the league that he can be a somewhat consistent pass rusher. Can Peyton Turner be Derek Barnett? Please?
Please.
But it is encouraging that he's having good productive snaps in training camp. I need to build off that. Let's see, obviously like you said, pads ain't on yet. So pads come on, he'll tell us a little more. But it is overall encouraging. Can we give a little Gruppy? Is that the name? That's pronounce his name? Gruppy?
Hitting him through that uprights, baby.
Just saying, Ron. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
And I say let this battle play out. Let it play out through camp. Let it play out through preseason.
If it was me, I know like an old coach adage is like in a preseason game, they alternate kickers in terms of like extra points, and I wouldn't do it like that. Preseason game 1, Will Lutz. You hit every kick, that's you. Game 2, Gruppy. And then like that's how I would do it. But I think this kicker battle maybe closer than what it seems.
Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Why is Traquan Smith still on my team, bro?
Bro, I saw him run a route today, and I was just like, come on. Like, what is this, man?
Was it one of like, you remember that Drake meme video, bro, when he was running over? Was it like that, bro?
I'm just like, come on, bro. I need to find, matter of fact, I'm going to hit my boy up, Rose. Man, can you ask somebody about James Washington, bro? I need to hear about Washington, man. Like, what is he doing?
One thing I will say, reading John Hendricks's observations and just kind of reading over things, man, this team got so much depth, bro. There's so many either marginal NFL players or like average NFL players that are not going to make this. There is competition all over the roster, bro. It is crazy.
They moved Kurt Merritt to running back. He's a running back.
Also, can I start a petition to get Rashid Shaheed to get out of 22, bro? It's
throwing me off. I look at him like, what's going on right now?
Disgusting. I can't stand it. I hate it. Needs to change, Ryan. Although that Lante Taylor won that one, no.
Who's at 0? That 0 gotta go.
Is there anyone on Saints in 0? I know Calvin Ridley's in 0. Oh, is there?
There's a 0. I don't know who it is. I fucking hate it.
Did Traquan? Anyway,
I think was that Darth St. Max that was like, yeah, the 0
yes,
fire.
Yes.
It's not a number. It's not a number. I've been arguing this since like first grade.
That is like the nerdiest fucking thing I think I've ever fucking heard you
multiply 0 times 10 billion and it's still 0. Like it should not be a jersey number. It's not a number.
Nerd.
It's just some representation, man. I hate math, but that's just one thing I
got. Man, I had something that I've kind of lost it, but seeing a little Andrew Dow pop, just little things. He seems like he's just making consistent plays in terms of forcing fumbles.
Yeah. Another guy, Ryan. What's his name? Another linebacker. Ryan Conley, I think. He's another guy that's been kind of even in minicamp. It's like, okay, so it's a little pop, you know. These are no name guys that maybe might not even make the roster, but you never know. You know, linebacker is a weird position.
Zach Bond, baby. It's me and you, Tom.
I need to know. Me
and you, Tom. Zach, look.
Tell me,
Zach. Wisconsin pass rusher, standing up pass rusher. You got popped during the combine for weed. Helped you, made you fall down in the draft. You had a team draft you and immediately put you out of position. It's your time right now, baby. It's year 3. Year 3. I need you to go talk to DA, go talk to the defensive coaches and say, if y'all need a rusher, I got you. All you got to do is just tell them, you say, hey, y'all see how y'all used Caden Ellis last year? Rushing the passer in there, whatever.
Hello.
I'm ready for it.
Make them make you a position.
Come on, bro. Zach Bond, baby. The bonfire, that's Joey's name for you. I want to see that fire just
make them be like, man, we got to get this guy on the field.
Because if you, I mean, I shouldn't be saying this completely, but like DA didn't want Kaden Elliss on the field. Like Zach Nelson had to fight for him, and Zach Nelson, maybe he was right. Like we saw what Kaden Elliss did last season, and if you follow enough football accounts on Twitter, one of the really good ones is the NFL Beat Writers Twitter account, where they just essentially just retweet almost every beat writer during training camp, so you really get a full, knowledge of like players and how they doing, bro. Like Kaden Elliss making plays for the Falcons, bro. Like he chasing down like Bijan on swing passes, and it's like, yeah, that seems like the player we saw last season when he got on the field. I'm not even saying Zach Bond got to be that, because he doesn't have the lateral speed that Kaden Elliss has. He doesn't have the coverage ability that Kaden Elliss has. But you telling me this man who rushed at Wisconsin from the 2-point position at least 90% of the time, he can't rush. He can't help out the pass rush at all, bro. Not a little bit.
35 or better. Like, come on, man.
Get him on there. Brian Bresee, healthy, big, Foskey. I keep just going back to it, and this is not me being like, this is like the ultimate hope season, bro. Like if you go on the timeline on Twitter, I can't be on Threads, bro. Like it's terrible, bro. Like I forget it even exists. If you on the timeline, like there's just so much hope, and I hate this a little bit about training camp, because training camp is such a quick, or just football in general, sports in general, a quick reminder is like how things can quickly turn, bro. If you're a Bengals fan, and it's early, right? But if you're a Bengals fan, you probably went into the season like, shit, we can beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC. We've done it before. Like this our year. We got this. All it takes one play, bro. Like we don't know what Joe Burrow's injury is, if it's just a calf injury, if it's a torn. No one knows, bro. But
I know if I saw that clip, and I'm a Bengals fan, I'm Fred Sanford. I'm coming to see you, honey. Just like
that's why we say all the time, just whatever sport you're in, winning a championship is hard, man. Like so many things have to go right for a team to win a championship. And I just keep going back to the Saints and this team, and I just keep thinking, this team, this talent with average to league average injuries, this team got to be able to win 10 games, bro. Like I keep saying it, but like, they just got it, Ryan. Like,
and look, man, I watched Derek Carr's presser yesterday. And it's just saying all the right things, man. Like he said, he feels like this is his offense now already, and he brought some Saints players out. I got some skill positions guys out to Vegas with him a couple of weeks ago. Chris Olave and some others. Yeah, worked out. Went out to dinner, just bonded, stuff like that. So all the right things are happening, man. All the right things are happening.
They got to win. This team got at least 10 games, bro.
In this schedule,
in the NFC, like
that's what I'm saying.
They got to. It's absolutely insane how part of me has until it kind of came on my timeline, kind of forgot that like Jameis Winston is the backup. Isn't that crazy?
I know, right? I watched his interview today. I was like, oh shit, Jameis.
Right? A question I have, and again, it's early in training camp, and it's not answered, and we're probably not going to have clarity on it anytime soon. And I know I've said this numerous times, and it's just been a question. I don't know what Taysom's role is on this team, bro.
He don't.
Right?
He said that himself. He's like, he coming to the training camp, like, and he's just like seeing what the coaches are trying to figure out what to do with him. You know, he said he doesn't like being in that role, but he's like getting used to it at this point. You know, but you know he's making $10 million, so it's like, I mean, running backs are fighting for their life for $10 million right now. You know what I'm saying?
In case I'm out here with like maybe 15, 16 snaps a game.
Hey, like shit, put me where you want, coach. I'm here.
Running back might have a 20-25 carry game, bro.
Is Sean Payton gonna make a move for him?
Are you predicting that? You just putting that out there?
It's just like it's out there. Like they feel, like I've said before, they filled every role Taysom Hill did, and it's not that he's still like if they keep him, he's still super valuable. They still could, you know, split carries with him. They could do so much with him, and he'd be a positive part of the offense.
Don't like it, Ryan.
It's like it's $10 million.
I keep going back to what we said earlier when we talked about this earlier in the offseason. Like, I wouldn't trade Taysom away or anything like that until you have seen that there are players at least 2 to 3 position deep that has filled his role. That means running back, like Jamal Williams, Keandre Miller, right? Tight end, Juwan Johnson, Foster Moreau, potentially Jimmy Graham. You also got Jesse James. But it like the Saints just posted, the Saints it was on Instagram, posted on Sunday. It's like 7 Sundays away before football, which is insane, by the way. And they pretty much put all the snaps that Taysom had against the Seahawks when they played the Seahawks this last season, and also when Taysom played against the Giants that the Saints ended up losing a couple of seasons ago. He's too good at what he does. Okay, let me walk that back. If hypothetically an easy team is the Broncos because of Sean Payton, were to make a trade for him, what is Taysom's value?
No idea. No idea, man. Like a 4th, 5th.
Like at that point, it's just like I'd rather just keep him. Now, at that 4th, and I don't think there's a team out there that would do it, but just maybe. But there's a team out there that want to up it to a 3rd. Then you go, okay. Then that makes the decision, I think, a little easier. But I don't know if in preseason we're gonna figure that out, because we're already asking Pete Carmichael to do a lot, bro. We asking this man to use pre-snap motion. We asking this man to do some very complex things to kind of
Graham back, Jimmy Graham in there, like
to balance, to use AK in the passing game. I know we asking a lot, Pete, but doing all those things and then also incorporating Taysom, it might be a little too much for Pete, bro. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And you have a capable quarterback too, so it's like
that's the big one. But I don't know. I mean, even in Drew's dwindling years, like, he was still accurate. So like yeah, they brought Taysom in to like throw the ball deep time to time when Drew couldn't get there, even though Taysom's deep ball was fucking terrible. But it'll play out. But I do think it's just a fascinating little subplot to keep track of. I mean, I think that's all we have right now for training camp. You brought up Alante earlier. You know, even when plays are being made against Alante, like, he's always like in position of where you want him to be, and he's good, bro. Like, I
saw a clip today. You know, where like the cornerbacks line up, like about like 3 of them together, and they backpedal.
Yes,
and then they have to come back for the ball and catch it.
Yep.
They did that, and he backpedaled. And you don't know when you got to explode forward.
Right.
You got to wait for that ball to come out. So they backpedaled. He exploded forward. But like, he was like a full yard ahead of the other cornerbacks on the side of him. Just like, so, I don't know what that means for football. I was just like, damn.
He is built differently athletic. He has the athletic numbers to prove. Like, I would. What's our bigger second round blunder? Us being wrong on Pete Werner or us being wrong on Alante?
Werner for me. I thought Werner was. I didn't think he'd make the 53-man roster that year.
I remember it, bro.
I just didn't know Alante. I was just like, what is this? They were talking about special teams. I'm like, what is this? And then I watched him. I was like, okay, I can see him,
Yeah.
But Werner, I was just like, this dude garbage, bro. Like, this dude would not make the roster. What the Saints do? I was tripping.
I said it, bro. Like, if he makes Pro Bowl, we got to make the Nader video, bro. We got to buy the same shirt. I got the glasses, bro. We got to give that man a public apology. Like, it's
for real. And I think he's gonna become a leader this year. Man.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna elevate to be that guy.
I do too.
He stays healthy and I think he's gonna be like one of those centerpieces, bro.
I do too. Before we go, at least for part one, because I got talk a little bit more about Trevor Penning in part two, and that's just for our Patreon. But for this, let's talk a little bit about that Sean Payton expose, bro.
Ooh, glad you brought that up.
Sean Payton expose, bro. It got texted to me early this morning, and I told my buddy, I was like, I don't even want to read it because I'm going to read it, and I'm going to get upset a little bit again because it's gonna sound bad about DA, but it's man, this is what a head coach sound like right here, bro. Like this shit right here. So I didn't read.
So you getting cupped, right?
Yes, perfectly. And I didn't read it, but then I saw snippets of it, whether on social media, it was in our Discord, so it was unavoidable. I didn't read the whole thing, but talk about the expo. Sean Payton just let the chopper sing about Hackett, about how the Broncos red last season, bro. Talk about it.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, he talked about worst coaching job he's ever seen in his life. From Hackett, he said everybody got blood on their hands.
20 dirty hands in that bitch.
20 dirty hands in that building. Everybody, GM, everybody. Talked about the Jets. Just threw he just threw it out there. Just threw some bulletin boards saying like look at these teams trying to win the offseason. He said the Broncos were trying to win the offseason last year.
Yep.
And that was the problem. And he said, look, you can see it now with the Jets, with the Hard Knocks. And it's all about the Jets. He said, you're going to see it ain't going to work out. I'm like, damn, Sean talking big greasy.
Greasy, nigga. Oh, that's greasy.
Greasy, bro. But like I tweeted earlier, I'm like, that's a guy who has the pat on the back from the owner.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is yours. At least for now.
Right.
Because I got a couple of DMs that was like, it's his for now. But the eyes are on him.
I think
he has to win.
I would say
he has to win. Yeah. He knows that.
I would say that is accurate. I would say that yes, that is very accurate.
He knows he has to win. He knows that. He would not say what he said in the article today, off the cuff. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's putting out a message.
Oh, yeah.
He knows George Patton or Payton, whatever his name is, probably not going to be his GM next year. He has full control of that franchise right now. So him talking that shit is just and for him, we know how Sean Payton works. When Sean Payton talks shit, he challenges their players.
Yep.
So we don't care. We gonna face the Jets in week 5 or week 8 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I said it. And what?
Well, I said that. Y'all gonna stand on that? You know what I'm saying?
I go. The outcome, the ending outcome was obviously not great, but I just go back to that the Vikings playoff game, Minnesota Miracle game, where I can envision that fourth down in my mind. It's 4th and 5, 4th and 6. If they don't get this fourth down, probably the game's over. Drew Brees just steps back, just ice water, bro. Willie Snead, first down.
Oh.
Drives him down the field. They ended up settling for a field goal. if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they got a touchdown. It's been a while, and maybe it was a touchdown. And just Sean Payton doing the skull sign to the Vikings fans, bro. Just like, just miss it a little bit, bro. You just miss it, bro.
That's Sean, man.
That's Sean. That's Sean, bro.
It's what makes him great, but what also makes him just like, oh,
he's like,
shut up.
And it's so crazy. Like, he's the head coach equivalent of CD Deuce, bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly who Sean Payton is. And he was that before CD Deuce was even in the league, bro. Like, that's always how.
You love him or you hate him. If you're on your team, you love him. If you're not, you hate him.
That it is what it is. Like, that is Sean to the T. I don't even know if I'm still blocked on Twitter by Sean. Shout out to Connor Payton. Invitation still here, bro. Like, I know we had some talks about coming on, and it's ready for you, bro. We can have some stories. Trust me. Anyhow, thank y'all tremendously so much. This is fun. Like I said, we are venturing into doing more video, but I think we've worked out most of the kinks. You know what I heard though? Hold on. You know what? It's gone. Sorry, I had something. I was going to bring it up. It's gone. But we worked out most of the kinks. But we're still perfecting everything. But thank y'all for supporting us. I believe we have 218 Patreons, so getting a little closer to that goal of 300. I just have this feeling in deep down, bro, that we will. Sorry, I don't want to show the chest here in case Bree wants to pull that up.
Please.
No, bro, it's Michael. You better watch out for, bro. Michael, steal your girl right there. But I say this all the time, but like I mean it. Like we couldn't have done this. We're not able to do this without our listeners, our supporters. Please listen to the Saint City and Me podcast. Please listen to the See, I should have studied. Like, this was off the cuff. So if I knew this was coming, I would have said
Gotta be able to say it.
See, are you pulling out the pronunciation? Conchobo. Conchobo. No, that sounds Hispanic. That sounds Spanish. Just clip this and for your promotion for your podcast, bro. Trust me, it'll be good. Controbo Chasers gaming podcast with G, Eric, Dash, aka Mr. Foreign Object. I don't know if a lot of people's going to get that joke or inside joke, but if you do, then you do.
Chocobo Chasers.
There you go. But we're building something, and we're proud about what we're building, but we're not able to build it without all the support that we are getting and continue to receive from everybody. I just yesterday confirmed purchased the Houston Texans game, Saints game tickets. Got 13, 14. I don't even know what the count is anymore. 13, 14 people for that meetup, little mini meetup in Houston. So we are continually doing things to build our community. So whether you're a Patreon or not, we thank you. As long as you listen, you are retweeting, you're liking, you're following us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. We're trying to be more active on TikTok. I want to give a shout out to our girl Shell, who let me use the video of birds attacking her that got almost 900 views on fucking TikTok in 30 minutes.
Birds out there, dude, just waiting. Come out here. Come out here.
But thank y'all. This is just starting. Like, the fact that our listeners are going to be able to go to every, one of our listeners are going to be able to go to every home game that the Saints have this season. All of our listeners are going to be eligible to be able to go and be on the field and roll out. Like, if if you were telling this to Adam in 2010, bruh, do you know how insane I would be just losing my fucking shit, bruh? Just like losing my shit. I think, like, I'm not saying that it's not like now it's 35, like it's not exciting, but like also kind of helps that I'm emotionally disconnected. But also, like, for our business, for our podcast, like it's not about me, it's not about you. Like this is for the people, bro. Like this is for y'all. I know what it's like being a Saints fan and, you know, not thinking that you'll be able to like get a moment like that in your fandom. And I know what it feels like to experience something huge that's exciting when you are a huge fan. I still remember my first home Saints game, bro, in the Dome. Like that's like a religious like experience, bro. Like that's like taking to church. I always get excited for people who've never gone to the Dome and they're Saints fans and they're going for the first time, and I just go, ooh, you just wait. Like you think you know, but you don't, because that when you doing that walk up to the Dome, bro, like everything in your body's just like
going up them stairs
on fire, bro. Like I'm emotionally connected or not, like nothing. There's almost very few things in life that just ignites your body, bro. Like, and that is just that's the Saints, that's the city of New Orleans, that's Louisiana. Like that's just, and I feel like we're building that same similar type of experience with this podcast and what we're doing for our community. Man, how crazy is that? Me, like my family, Dan, his daughter, next Friday, go see Taylor Swift together, Britt.
That's crazy.
London, bro, 6,000 miles away. Like this is some like family community shit. So thank y'all. If you're not a Patreon, you want to become a Patreon, please do it. Patreon.com/SaintsBlockParty. Visit our website, saintsblockparty.com. We got y'all covered. We'll be back next week. Don't know when yet. Got some things on the burner that, you know, some special things, some maybe special podcasts we want to record and get out. But also, obviously, like we're full steam ahead. We understand it. It's training camp. We will have you guys covered. Content, reactions, whatever it is. We're full go. Thank y'all for the support. If you're a non-Patreon, hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank y'all so much. And you'll hear us next week. If you are a Patreon, hop over to Patreon. Hear part 2. Gonna go just a little snippet on Trevor Penning, a little more before we wrap things up. But that's for just our Patreons. But if this is where you end the journey, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. With that, we're out.
Peace.
Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.